This is Kathy Chase. What I wanted to talk about real quick is that I'm really getting tired of people saying that I'm here to be abused for presidents and civilians, and that from my parents' perspective, I have protected them when I had uncovered murder plots against them, but they continue to abuse me with presidents and civilians. The St. Barb's evidence is correlated to Eden Park down the street, St. Barb's, with Barbara Dilly in Tanglewood, Tangled Wires, Liar Liar, Pants on Fire, Hanging on the Telephone Wire, George Washington, Cherry Tree, Mary Mother of God, Cherry Rape, Virgin Mary with my September date of birth. They were going to try to fish for me again, I presume, in September, using the movie Until September with Chantilly Lace, Shannon Hubert Bartusek, and Kim Hedgeland Lassen are trying to steal my identity. Cherry Coke, Shirley Temple on the good ship Lollipop. As I said, the astrologies of me and my daughter and so forth. Now, these people call me a Freemason to say that they wanted to prey upon me, and that gives them, that makes them able to commit crimes unto me, and then separately crimes unto the federal government, and then separately unto the public or whatever. They wanted to label me a Freemason to say that they could corner me and kill me with some sort of occult type of killing, which occult activity, entrapment, occult exits, use the OSS and the O Street correlations with X's and O's, and tic-tac-toe. As I said, I'm supposed to be the X, the Confederate, the slave, and Shannon and Kim are supposed to be the O, the humanity correlations with Led Zeppelin music, which is not about me, to the Goodyear blimp. I'm the good one, the angel, and these people are, Shannon and Kim are the Cinderella. They would be the evil stepsisters, and I'm supposed to be the Cinderella, the glass slipper, and the glass ceiling correlations. Now, these people say that they wanted to use my life to commit crimes. These people say that they wanted to desecrate my life, desecrate this country, the flags thereof, proclaim they wanted to institute communism with my life, and then blame me for it with identity theft, and so forth. Christy Hubert, you're not going to get by with Shannon Hubert Bartusek stealing my identity. She is the evil one. She's a bad one. She's a tall, skinny one who looks like olive oil, and she has people running around with buns in their hair. You know, Dingy from Alice, the show. Dingy, the straws, the straw, and then the Haymarket down there where the courthouse is. Devils and pitchforks. They used my childhood puzzles to prey upon me, as I said. And, excuse me. You know, they use the black and yellow on bridge sign. Black and yellow on bridge signs to correlate with the Scottish Rite and beam me up Scotty from Star Trek, which is really retarded. With, you know, the Scots Bluff correlations with Kimball. Oh, Danny Boy and the Danbury in Southwood. Evidences with Kim Hedgeland, that's where she grew up, on Danbury. Oh, Danny Boy, the song, and Shannon's got the Irish name, okay? So, Liar Liar, Pants on Fire, Hanging on the Telephone Wire, and Burning Your Bridges, you're liars, okay? The Scottish Rite is not a bunch of pedophiles, and they're not luring for me, you know, to want to violate me more, or corner me, or mafia and trap me, throw me in a trunk, you know, sideways with an elephant in the Republican Party, and violate me some more. As I said, they used the LaSalle by Pound Middle School, the pound symbol, to gangbang me with Yellow Kim and Yellow Shannon, to want to try to steal my identity, with them running around fornicating with rock stars all day, them going around saying they're communists, and wanting to frame me with their communism, and then, they'd say that they wanted to frame me and call me a Freemason, which is absolutely even impossible. If you're a Freemason, you're not a corruptible person, and I've never claimed to be a Freemason. I've been called a Freemason. As I said, they said they use that as an excuse to commit crimes, and they said that they wanted to ruin my life for them. That my life was supposed to be in vain for George W. Bush or Barack Obama or Shannon or Kim. And as I say, I denounce my parents as I denounce my mother, Marcia Jane Eggers, and I denounce Larry Dwayne Eggers as my parents. George Bush says he can go through my parents at this age of me being 40 years old by entrapping me here, because that was the intent to, I couldn't get a job. During the years I tried to get a job, they wanted to abuse me to the point of giving me post-traumatic stress disorder, sideways with SSI, supplemental income for Social Security. LaSalle rape. Well, George, you are a rapist, okay? There's no document or there's no file in the federal government in which they're going to say that they wanted to rape me to death, okay, for you, okay, so you can make money, okay? The federal government's broke. You say you did this for you and you only, okay? You have violated me in every single way, religiously, patriotically. You have violated all my children. You plotted to do things to my children to trap me here because you knew what you were doing was illegal. And as I said, these people said that they plotted against me because they said I was supposed to be a Freemason. As I said, I'm not in any Freemason organization, and so forth. And one of the most difficult situations of my life is a Hollywood scenario. I'm so tired of the Hollywood people treading upon my rights, with Shannon and Kim saying in order for them to be whores and evil with George W. Bush and Barack Obama, they have to tread upon my rights and my freedom, and that they wanted to help hurt my children. My whole goal, ever since it started, was to get me and my kids out safely. And I'm tired of rock stars. I'm absolutely fed up with them because they get involved just enough to cause me problems. That's all I get. Don't tell me, Hollywood, or anybody in Congress, or anybody in the federal government, that criminals who want to be arrogant with their crimes and show them off and be arrogant criminals with people's lives, such as mine, that their lives are more important. Don't tell me that anybody's life is more important than another. Equal rights is important, and I don't want to hear this equal sugar mocking me with feminism, with their sugar cane and their pimps of Hawaii and so forth, and their elbows and their hats, and how they raped my womb. The Friesen family is related to Shannon Hubert, as I said, and when I had C-sections, they raped my womb, stole my eggs, and they've been fornicating with rock stars and creating children, which is absolutely sick. That's one rape. Patriotic rape is another, saying they can do whatever the heck they wanted to me illegally. No, the federal government can do whatever they wanted with me and my children. This is not a test. As I said, I'm not going over to the courthouse. I will do something. This is a warning to the federal government. This is the last warning you will receive. I will kill somebody prior to going over to the courtroom. Okay, I'm not going over there. I'm not going to be blamed for Shannon or Kim posing as me in the South Haven home, hurting my kids, okay? I'm not going to go over there and be lured by, oh, Danny Boy, the pedophile, Dan Burry, Dan Hedgelin, or, the queer rainbow of Hawaii, Obama, or anybody else, okay? I've had it with the abuses. They torture me all day long with the devices they put in my body when I was giving birth to children. How would you plan and plot war crimes and all these other crimes? You said you wanted to extort money. They said they wanted to steal my identity. They said they wanted to racketeer off my life, obstruct my constitutional rights to implement communism. They wanted to obstruct my rights in communistic form and then say they could try to kill me with that, which is false. George Bush, you could never attempt murder upon my life. Because you planned and plotted this, you wanted me to uncover your crimes and then say, oh, well, you're not important. Well, George Bush, you ruined my life to be criminals. Okay, that's just all there is to it. You and Barack Obama ruin my life with Shannon and Kim and so forth, the people that I went to school with. You think can go and get in government now and you think you can protect them that way. No, I knew Shannon from 8th grade, okay? I knew Robert Chase. You can't use marriage as a weapon. You can't have children to trick someone to entrap them by abusing their children. George, you are sick. And the Chase family's very sick people. And, you know, I'm not against slitting the throats of my own parents because of what you've done. Telling everybody in the whole goddamn country my life's in vain for other people who are sick in the frickin' head, who want to rape me and my children to death and trap us in and blame me for the abuses that you do to me and my children. They gave Amber armpit surgery playing Mr. T, and I pity the fool. For God's sakes, I showed you the evidence from NHI Heart Institute where I didn't even know at the time what was going on, but she had armpit surgery because she was sweating too bad. You know, BO, you know, with sweatshops. Well, you know, they have Chalk Hill out there by Amber Hill. Chalk Hill, right by Amber Hill on 84th Street, where they plotted to murder Amber. She is super, super skinny right now. Amber looks like she only weighs like 95 pounds. She's really super thin. They've got her looking sick. Sean, they sideways with Treason and Kim and Danny Boy and Shannon and Hubert having Irish names, so they poisoned Sean, my son. I believe they've been using asbestos on him, as I said, just try to suffocate him to death. As I said, I'm so fed up with all these human rights abuses to me and my children. These people say, oh, they could have my life to be criminals and then murder me for their criminal activities in the name of blasphemy of God, okay, saying, oh, they wanted to kill the innocent one as a sacrifice because I'm a good person, I'm a good human being, and they're just crazy. I'm tired of Hollywood people saying, oh, well, you were never a part of our life, you didn't have social, you know, connections to us, so we don't value your life, because you're a good person and you're just trying to save your children and they can't get out of my frickin' way so I can save my children. That's what I'm trying to do. Have some respect for my children, for God's sakes. I don't know how you people live your lives, but I am so fed up with you and your groupies treading upon my rights with presidents. I'm tired of you. All of you, and I'm not going to exclude or anything like that. Anybody that was on the single soundtrack, from Chris Cornell to Eddie Vedder to any of you, I don't want nothing really to do with you people, okay? Because you people have made my life a living hell, okay? You have aided in making the situation more difficult because of your groupie problem, because of the women, because of the groupies and all this other crap, okay? I don't need that, okay? I don't need to be violated to death. I don't need to be tortured to death because Kim or Shannon could never marry a rock star, whatever her fucking problem was, or, you know, because they were good enough to have sex with, because that's all they do all day, okay? Fornicate and hurt people. That's all you people do. That's what you people live for. I mean, I don't want nothing to do with that, okay? I'm tired of the favor. I'm tired of the abuses to me and my children. You won't let us out. We want out. Me and my children want out, and we want free.